Hello viewers, welcome to Healthy Talk Show led by NetGet Today Digital TV, and we are today at Mitra and Company Private Limited, and we are going to talk with Mr. Jatin Mahajan, who is the Managing Director of the company. So over to you, Mr. Jatin. Please let us know our viewers about your journey in Mitra as a Managing Director so far.
Thank you, Azulji, for giving me this opportunity. Well, friends, the journey is quite profound. In fact, it's been a journey of continual learning. So every day brings with it moments of new learning because of the ever-changing landscape. So one has to understand and then respond to the changing market dynamics. I would also like to share my interest, which is in business administration and focusing on expansion of the product reach. So once I completed my master's in business administration, I joined the company, and my family was very supportive and encouraging. And the first thing I did was to evaluate what we are doing right and where we need to improve. So what I actually saw was that we were doing very good in most of the product domains. In fact, we were leading those product domains. However, with respect to the business systems, that is where we needed to focus, and also in terms of expansion of the global reach. So these were the focus areas which I would focus on in my coming times, and it did take some time. So we invested heavily in technology, in upgradations of our product lines, making it more automated. Then we invested in increasing our market reach as well. So the experience was very enriching, and it was quite challenging, but it was very well received by the team. And then when we actually wanted to increase the reach of our products, so we decided on which markets we need to focus on. So we did our homework, and we did our homework and we decided on which markets to enter. So I'm happy to share that we are now present in more than 45 international countries, and then we are one of the largest exporters of the diagnostic range of products. Having said that, every product needs to be improved upon, and that's where we focused on R&D. We are a R&D led and R&D driven organization, and we are introducing a lot of innovative products, and in the market we are known to be pioneers in our space. Now, another important point that we later introduced in our company was the intellectual property division, which is to safeguard the innovations that we are introducing in the marketplace. Thank you.
Thanks Jatinji for introducing yourself and telling your vision and setting the tone of the interview. And now moving to the another question, we would like to know about your business legacy, because you are here for last 55 years and pioneer in IVD sector, and it was started by your father, Mr. Jatin Mahajan. So how you are taking his legacy and maintaining his vision?
Our company is one of the oldest companies in this space, so the legacy is quite rich. So when I say rich, it is in terms of the length and breadth of knowledge that we have, the technologies that we have intentionally built over a period of time. And our R&D center is recognized by the Department of Science and Technology. So our endeavor is to introduce those products having highest and better outcomes. So having said this, earlier our philosophy had 4 pillars. The first pillar is quality, second is innovation, third one is creativity, and the fourth one is customer service. So whatever decisions that we take on day-to-day basis is based on these 4 pillars. So what was earlier a philosophy converted into a practice and now has become the DNA of the company. So these 4 pillars are deeply imbibed into the DNA culture of the company. So it's our constant endeavor to introduce products which are conforming to the highest quality standards, thereby ensuring that the patients have better quality of health and better management of the health and wellness. So we always try and ensure that whatever new technologies we are introducing are based on these 4 pillars.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Jatin, about talking about your legacy and your philosophy. Now, moving ahead to the next and very important question, that diagnostic plays a very important role in the treatment, and the accuracy and the technology required is quite high end. So, please let us know, our viewers, about J Mitra technology. And as you said, you are a research-based company, and you believe in research, and so please let us know about our technology.
So at Mitra, we are R&D led and R&D driven company, and we are working on various initiatives and various projects in our R&D center. However, given the sensitivity of the R&D projects, I am little constrained to share some of the details of these projects. However, what I can do share is the 2 technologies platform which have the potential to change the landscape of diagnostic testing. The first one being fluorescence immunoassay, which is in collaboration with IIT Madras, and this is an innovative product because the features and the benefits it entails is something ahead of its time. The second one which I am talking about is we recently did a soft launch of this particular platform, which is based on CLIA, that is chemiluminescence immunoassay. So both these technologies will work in tandem. Both have their merits and both have a potential which is going to be an unlimited potential which is going to change the landscape of diagnostic testing in India.
Well, sir, what is your outlook of IVD market in India, and what is your market share in IVD and diagnostic products?
Well, what is IT to the world? What is we are known as pharmacy of the world. So that is what IVD market will be in times to come. So looking at the size of the market, we are somewhere around $1024 million in 2009, and there is a growth rate of around 7.5% per annum. And also, we are the 4th largest market in Asia after China, Japan, South Korea, and then us. So if you look at these things, there is a potential which is waiting to be unlocked. Also, during pandemic, what we have seen is the government has realized the significance, the importance of the sector, and therefore, over a period of time, they have introduced certain policies which will help, grow the sector. The recent example being the National Medical Device Policy, the PLI schemes, medical clusters, and so on and so forth. So, going forward, what we see also is that in 2019, ICMR introduced NEDL, which is National Essential Diagnostic List. And if we are able to introduce NEDL in India, it is going to be a game changer for the
immunoassay test kits
industry.
include iQuant analyzer.
Another factor which is actually aiding the growth of this industry is that the self-awareness of the people is increasing, the disposable incomes of the people is increasing, the healthcare, specifically the insurance sector, is relying more on the diagnostic test now, which is leading to the increase in the diagnostic testing. The other reason is the technology advancements is there. Another reason is that the number of labs also is increasing. Another reason is that the number of diagnostic manufacturers is also increasing, thereby overall increasing the size of the market. So these are some of the factors which are actually aiding the increase of the diagnostics in times to come. And government has realized this, and in their policy also they recognize this to be a sunrise sector. Thank you.
Please let us know, Mr. Jatin, about your company philosophy, hardcore philosophy, and mission and vision.
So our company's vision is to serve mankind. And having said that, what it basically entails is that whatever products and services that we introduce is keeping in mind the betterment of the patient's health, wellness, and outcomes. So what we have now understood and realized is that diagnostics plays a very, very important and integral part of human lives, and thereby providing high quality healthcare. Also, what we have understood is that whenever we are looking at expansion, it is in line with our company's vision. And from time to time, what we actually see is that we review our strategy in terms of increasing the product portfolio or improving the number of product lines or increasing our distribution or the product reach is what we do, keeping in mind the vision of the company. Thank you.
There are a lot of companies are coming, and nowadays we are saying that AI and digital is playing a major role in, especially in diagnostics. So how you are seeing this industry in as a digitalization, and what is your message for those companies who are doing startup companies and who have just started their career in diagnostic sector?
Diagnostics has got its due recognition only during the pandemic times. Before the pandemic hit us, it was under the radar and it never got its due recognition. The government, as I mentioned earlier, got its act in place and in fact understood the relevance and significance of this sector only during the pandemic time. And that is the reason why it has introduced a lot of policies to aid this sector. One example which comes to my mind is the BARAC, where there are a lot of programs to aid in the development of the biotech sector. Having said that, one of the things that we need to understand also is that still 80% of the products are imported from abroad, and there is a lot of scope for manufacturing within India, and this is where the startups will play a very important role. Now, we all understand that during the pandemic, we have had more than 5,300 plus startups in the healthcare space, and we also know that startups bring in a lot of disruptions and innovation in the space, so they need to be supported in their endeavor. Having said that, the industry also needs to come together and share their needs and requirements, and in this respect the associations also play a very important role in bringing together the industry as well as the companies within the industry. So there's a lot of things which need to be done, but only thing that is required is a proper representation of their needs and requirements.
We were talking about a lot of things about your company, about yourself, so it's impressed me much, and surely it will be fruitful for our viewers, and they will follow your footprint. to achieve the milestone you have achieved in the last 55 years. And this company was founded by your father, and you have taken the legacy very well. So what is the core mission and vision you took from your father? Please elaborate.
So our company's vision is to serve mankind. And having said that, so our endeavor is to introduce products and services keeping in mind the wellness, health and better patient outcomes. Now, the point here is that we have all realized that diagnostic is very, very integral to having a better health and better patient outcomes. So we need to work in this direction. So whatever strategy that we work upon or we introduce is keeping in mind the customer and patient safety. So our expansion plans are also in line with the vision of the company. So from time to time, what we do is we review our strategy in terms of expansion of the manufacturing lines, or is it with respect to the product lines, or is it with respect to increasing our distribution or our marketing reach. Thank you.